Hello everyone, welcome back to another video here on the channel Charlie Morris, and it's very difficult times for especially for the people here in um Russia. There are thousands, or like I should say dozens of people that are wanting to leave their home country of Russia in order to prevent from being drafted by Vladimir Putin, who is calling on 30,000 reservists, or I should say 300,000 reservists. Yeah, 300,000 reservists is the correct number of reservists that Vladimir Putin is asking for. And for the Russians that are protesting this war, are facing brutality by police. Now, in the state or in the country of Russia and in China, you can, well, you don't have freedom in those countries like you would the United States. Like here in the United States, you can protest about anything and not face any jail time from protesting. But in Russia, you don't have the freedom of protesting. And if you do protest in Russia, you're going to be facing some real negative bad times with police over there in Russia. And for the law enforcement over there in Russia, if you protest, they have the right to arrest you for protesting this war in with Russia and Ukraine. And I understand that the Russian people don't want to be forced to get into this war. I can understand that by order of Vladimir Putin that there are women and men who don't want to get into this war because of Vladimir Putin's major failures in Ukraine and trying to take it over. And what are you not allowed to do in Russia? Well, protest the war. And if you do, the police are going to be going after you in the country of Russia, and they're going to well, do horrible things to you. That is, you can face jail time. They can be brutal with you. They can do whatever is necessary to get you to uh, obey their laws, which is way different than the United States. Pardon me. You can, like in the United States, you can protest this Roe v. Wade over being overruled or overturned by the Supreme Court and not face any jail time or anything like that. In Russia, if you try to protest about anything, you will get jail time, and if you attempt it again in Russia, you will be arrested all over again. And that is where Russia had fallen into a complete trap, pretty much. It's either you go to war, you do what Vladimir Putin wants, and and if it ever happens that these people who are drafted for war get killed by the Ukraine army, Vladimir Putin could care less about the lives of the Russian people. He'd be mad that he's just losing forces, but he's not going to care about his own people. And what he really does care about is winning this war, which he literally is not. And the new people that are drafted to fight in Ukraine, this, I like to call it newbie Russian army, who have like little training experience on how to fight in wars and that stuff. Uh, yeah, good luck with that, Putin, because you're only going to be um, you're only just going to have them go to war so that they can end up getting killed by the Ukraine army, and you could care less about their life, but you could definitely care about losing your new military forces, but still not care about their life. And like Vladimir Putin, he's become pretty evil now. And I like to save another video that I would upload where I talk on where I discuss the Russian Russians that are fleeing their home country of Russia or state of Russia just to escape Putin's draft of going into this war. And that will be saved for another video where I discuss the fleeing of the Russian army or the Russian citizens that do not, who are escaping their hometown of, or country, or state of Russia, just to escape Putin's draft. And I gotta say, in this video, I also want to mention that there is also going to be well, it's begun right after Putin had drafted 300,000 reservists to go fight in this war in Ukraine, and it was uncalled for. It was so uncalled for. And there's heavy traffic out there in the streets or the expressways that connect to uh, Russia, and there's like a bunch of heavy traffic, more heavy traffic than traffic that you could imagine, that would probably be even more heavy than in the state of New York. It's pretty heavy, and this is due to Vladimir Putin drafting his own people in Russia to go and fight in this Russia-Ukraine war that he has started, and he's having heavy losses, and this is why he is now drafting these 300,000 reservists to go and fight. And there's a resistance channel that I watched, and you can go check out the resistance channel that I watched said that the 300,000 reservists could end up increasing to 1 million in the future. And it could end up increasing to a much higher number than 1 million in the future, depending on how long this war goes on for. But yeah, Vladimir Putin is losing this war, and the more of his stupid decisions to go and round up more people in Russia to go and fight in this war, the more he's going to lose his own citizens, not only his nearly untrained military troops, but also the lives of Russian people. And President Zelensky still encourages Russian citizens to protest this war that Putin has called for. And with that, you also have this police in Russia going after you and arresting you and torturing you because of the protesting. But it's showing Vladimir Putin that His own people don't even like what he's doing. And this will go on forever. How long? Only time will tell. But I can certainly say this is going long enough, and Vladimir Putin plans to keep this up until he finds until he actually finds out, or until he gets his own way and thinking he's going to be successful. This is how long he's going to keep this war going. And the Ukraine army, with the help of the US weapons and the help of the West and the help of getting this US military gear that's needed to push the Russians back, Ukraine is quite capable of successfully wiping out an entire Russian army, no matter how many new trained newbies Putin sends out there. And Ukraine overall would would win this war, and Vladimir Putin will have nobody left to send for drafts, or will have no fresh face to send out there to fight his battles anymore. And this could end badly for Vladimir Putin. He is a war criminal, and when he loses this war bad, it's going to look bad on him, because he is the war criminal that started this war, and it's going to end badly for him. And the only one that's going to be hurting Vladimir Putin is Vladimir Putin himself. This is Charles Morris. Have a good day. I'll see you on my next video. And, you know, Vladimir Putin's going to have it bad. Have a good day. I will see you on my next video.